really necessary. We do our work and we're out front, but we very rarely give props and give credit to the people who are behind the scenes. So I want to shout out the staff of Dignity in Schools. You guys just met the deal. Lou Sullivan, doing all the technical work, taking those beautiful pictures. Lakeela, who is not here, and Natalie. And let me tell y'all something about Lakeela. She got to deal with Lynn crazy. So, yeah, we're going to shout out Lakeela real hard because, Lynn has some special requests when it comes to my travel arrangement. And Lakeela never fails to make sure everything that I request. And to the staff of WOGD who has to deal with Lynn crazy. Yeah, y'all pray for me. Michelle, Latika, Obadiah, all of them. Thank you. You guys were at the reception last night. You guys can be there and deal with Lynn crazy, of course. So the other thing I want to do, I want everybody to give them a round of applause, all of the staff, because we cannot do what we do without great people behind us. Kofi staff, Janet, Giselle, all of the Kofi interns back there. Ellen Schumer, the executive director of Kofi. I'm forgetting somebody, Patty, Graciela, Tracy. I don't know where Tracy is. Is Tracy here? I thought I seen Tracy. Okay, Tracy. Elena, who's at that front desk over there at Kofi, another person that has to deal with being crazy sometimes. Thank you all so much for your hard work. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So let's get started. We're gonna redeem the time, all right? So on our panel, we have this powerhouse panel that we picked not just willy-nilly. We really decided on who was gonna come to Chicago because of their work and who was gonna speak in Chicago. We made a very conscientious effort. Oh, and I forgot. Marika is now in the building. Marika, wave your hand. That was Marika on there, all that lovely commentary on the video. Thank you. So we have this panel. We have Youth on Board, Black Organizing Project, ACLU of Pennsylvania, and the Maryland Coalition to Reform School Discipline. And we are getting ready to hear from each of them. So we want you to give them your attention and keep side conversations to a minimum, because what I'm learning in this room from sitting here is that your voices are carrying to me up here in the front. So if you can, keep your side conversations to a minimum. Thank you so much. So Stanley from Youth on Board is going to get us started talking about his story, what's going on there, and how we can all come together. I'm going to get Sam in.
Hi, everyone. So yeah, I'm Stanley. I'm from Boston. I'm 17 years old, and I go to Boston High Academy. I'm a part of Boston Student Advisory Council and Youth on Board. So what is Boston Student Advisory Council? So the Boston Student Advisory Council advocates for youth-empowered learning, student rights, and environmental justice. And Youth on Board is an organization that gives youth the ability to lead the fight against inequities in our communities. So yeah, there's a lot of things occurring in my schools. There's a lot of inequities from school to prison pipeline and many other issues in our schools that it sucks because it's targeting many African-American students and especially men. And usually we don't get that representation that we need to excel in schools. That's the reason why I'm here. That's the reason why I do what I do, because I feel like we just need more strong African-American men to take a lead and make a change in our community. So yeah, I feel like that's very crucial. And yeah, so in my school, I started in 9th grade. I didn't have anyone to talk to. I was stressed. I was even depressed. I couldn't continue doing my work because I was so tired and stressed because I had no counselor or no guidance counselor that I could make a connection to. And there wasn't that much in my school. And it sucks because I feel like as a student, it's very important and essential to have someone you can talk to, someone you can speak to, and someone you can tell your problems to. So there should be no reason why schools don't have these counselors, because as a young student, you go through a lot. And it's very important and imperative that these counselors are in schools. And there should be more of them, not one, but many counselors in our schools. And we need funding for that. Schools need money to get these counselors. So there has to be a way that we can get access to this money to get more counselors, not cops. So yeah, I think a few weeks ago, Youth on Board actually tried to do something to solve this problem. We actually did a listening project, which is basically a survey that gets schools and students all across Boston to just say how they feel about what's going on in their schools, because there's not really that initiative for other people to have a big factor on their schools. So we actually took an initiative to see what is actually occurring in these schools. So we surveyed many students in schools all across Boston on how they feel about counselors and how they feel about cops. And a lot of students actually don't even have a relationship with their guidance counselors. They don't have someone to talk to. And it just struck me because I felt that same way too in high school. But luckily for me in my school, we were able to get more counselors. That helped me. It reduced my stress. It reduced my anxiety. And I was able to continue doing better in school. My grades improved. So it's actually crucial and imperative and very, very needed that more schools have these counselors. Because if we do have these counselors, students can actually do well. It would reduce stress and would just make the schools a safer place. So yeah, there's also many other things that is happening in our schools. And I feel like if we have more of these counselors, or having just someone to talk to in your school, having an adult ally, having someone you can just speak to about your issues can make a difference in students' lives. And everyone knows there's a lot of problems going on in our schools today with students that are suffering from depression and so much sad things that is happening, and they don't even have a simple guidance counselor to talk to. So just getting these guidance counselors or just counselors is just very important for our schools. And I'm going to continue working hard, continue striving to make a change in my community, and continue talking to people, continue doing my work to try to make a difference in not just Boston, but other communities all across the world. So thank you guys. And yeah.
Thank you, Stanley. So next up, we'll hear from, and the reason why we're doing this is because we're showing you the breadth and depth of the campaign. Because Power Pack was told it was just us. So we can't prove some people wrong. All right. So next we have the Maryland Coalition to Reform School Discipline.
Hello, everybody. Good morning. So before I get started, I wrote a poem, and I want to share this with you all. This is the only second time that I have performed it, so please bear with me and my nerves. All right. This is for the mothers that lost their sons. This is for the mothers that lost their sons. This is for the mothers that lost their son. Yeah, the mother, she lost her son. Sometimes I hate this town. People always shooting rounds, 2 shots in the face. Now his body laying on the ground. Damn, I can't even send my son to the playground without a crooked cop seeing that his skin brown. Don't matter, hands up, don't shoot. He might brown. Shots fired and he's still going down. Shots fired and he's still going down. They said, this is America. I said, this is Baltimore, straight down to the Jersey Shore. I said, this is Brooklyn, Harlem, Camden. This is Ferguson, Cleveland, LA, Oakland. This is Chi-Town, ATL, Miami, Detroit. And the reason why I wrote this is because I'm trying to prove a point. It's like, why everywhere they want to kill a Black man? Face down, handcuff the Black man. Lock up, cage down the Black man so he can't stand. But this right here, this is for the Black woman. Sorry. It's all right. It's all right. Why they always lock us down? hand locked in a cage, and the keys thrown away. 10 years in a pen just for a little Mary Jane. And I can't even scream loud enough. I can't even fight this. It's too tough. And I don't think I cried enough. But this right here, this is for the Black woman, the Black mothers who lost her son. Yes. Okay, so Hashem inspired me to give some introduction in Spanish. Me llamo Shamarla y fui español, let me start all over. Me llamo Shamarla, aprendí el español en la Universidad de Rutgers y también fui a Honduras y Panamá y también Puerto Rico. Enseñé español en la escuela secundaria por 6 años. I'm trying to think what to say, but anyway, I'm not going to translate because my translation is awful. But my name is Shamarla. I used to be a Spanish teacher. My Spanish is a little rusty, but I came to this space as a former teacher, high school teacher in Baltimore City. And so I experienced what it was like to witness, the school to prison pipeline, how it happens from the classroom and the pedagogy. I always call it the pedagogy push out because students are in class, they're not learning. There's a lack of resources, no computers, books. There's just not, it's not a culture where learning is going on. And so sometimes the students get the blame for, so-called misbehaviors, not being respectful, but the environment itself is very disrespectful to those students. And I actually was teaching, I don't know if you guys saw the viral video of a police officer that smacked a student. And that was the school that I was teaching at. I was very familiar with that environment, and it led me to get into the advocacy space. I was very disappointed in how we treated our students, even the reaction. It was like almost a silencing of them, because all my students said, oh, that's the norm, that has been happening. So because the video went viral, we had news reporters and everyone wanted to see what's going on. But sadly, that was sort of a norm in that environment. And so I ended up leaving the teaching profession, and I started advocacy work, doing policy. I am a graduate of the University of Maryland School of Law. I thought I was going to go straight into law and be a civil rights attorney, but God put me into another path, with my former experience as a teacher. It was almost like there was no other place for me to go. So right now, I'm the chair of the Coalition, Maryland Coalition to Reform School Discipline. We work on a policy level to reform how schools